Hey guys, hi, this is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. We're going to talk about my favorite subject today, which is sales. Hey, we're going to talk about something that's kind of funny. It's kind of an old way to say selling. It's called, what is our topic for the day? It's called the puppy dog clothes. How does that work? Selling the puppy dog clothes. That kind of sounds kind of funny, don't it? Okay, the puppy dog clothes. It's like in the old days, when, you go to a shop and you get you an idea and you brought your family with you and looking at the little doggies. And the owners of the stores knew that, hey, listen, they got to sell some puppies. They got to make sure that families get these puppies because they don't stay puppies long. So what they did was they came up with an idea. Well, what they would do is they'd have the family members there, and the dad, he's over in the corner looking, trying to be all stoic and everything. And his kids are playing with the dogs. The wife is playing with the dogs. They're all happy and everything. And then the owner would say, hey, I know you weren't interested in one of these dogs today, but you know what? Why don't you take him home with you and give him a try? What'd he say? He said, go give him a try. He said, take the dog home with you. He's like, nah, the kids are looking at him. Dad, we'll take care of him. Take care of him. We'll make sure the dog's taken care of. Yeah, right. Okay. And so the pops is looking at the wife, and the wife is looking at the kids, and everybody's smiling except for Dad. Okay, because in the back of his mind, he said, these kids ain't going to clean up no poop. I got to do the work. So he said, okay. Now, after a couple of days, the kids, of course, the euphoric got over with, and the kids were not having excitement anymore, and the dog was just a dog. But guess what? It was time to take the dog back to the place where they had gotten to borrow it from. Remember, this is the puppy dog clothes. And what happened is because Daddy, for the wife, or whoever, was taking care of the animal, they fell in love with that animal. Okay, it's kind of simple. So what happened is the doggy clothes is a very strong clothes. A lot of times you can't just give your customers things, but sometimes they can borrow them for a short amount of times, or they've been given an opportunity to try the product out to see if it'll work. And a lot of times, if it's an expensive product, sometimes you got to let people test it out a little bit, especially when you're trying to sell things that are expensive. And sometimes when you're selling stuff, you got to remember, customers, they want to buy stuff, they want to own stuff. They just don't want you to try to sell them stuff. My name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I like the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything there is to know about selling. It's fun, it makes a lot of sense, and I like to bring up funny stuff like this one. The puppy dog clothes. That's funny, isn't it? My name is Gary Lee Stanley. We're going to talk about my favorite subject, which is sales. All right. And remember, the puppy dog clothes can be used in many different fashions. Why don't you just give us a try? All we're doing is ask you to give us a try. And we're going around and we're enrolling people. He's enrolling people. He ain't trying to sell nobody something. And see, we got to be able to figure out different ways to have a conversation with our customers to be able to help them to make a good buying decision. And a lot of times when we're looking at selling, we're trying to figure out, well, how do I do it? Well, this is a really cool technique. Again, it is called the puppy dog clothes. A lot of times, like when people, they get that big screen or that cable or that internet, people, they're very much brand loyalty. If you do a good job with your good customer service and stuff and your dog clothes and selling clothes or whatever, man, people are more inclined to come back and they'll keep buying from you. And if you get it in their house, oh my gosh, it's like pulling teeth to get the thing out of the house. So what I'm sharing with you is, the dog clothes, the puppy dog clothes. If you can give the customer an option to hold on to something and be able to use it, they get to make a choice, okay? As long as there ain't no long-term or, contracts or anything, people like to be able to test stuff out to see if they like it. My name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy, and our total subject for today, which is really cool, was selling the puppy dog clothes. We use it all the time. We let people do stuff, and we just let them use it. Next thing you know, they own it. It's important. Give somebody a chance to walk through a condominium or an apartment or something. just leave them alone for a few seconds. Go into a showroom where people got furniture and stuff. Just watch them, and you'll see their eyes glow. Their hands will start rubbing. They'll be right like, "Damn, I would like to get this. I like to move in here. I like to buy this." I love selling. It's fun. The puppy dog clothes. Listen, it's really easy to use in this regard. Give us a try. That's all you got to do. And a lot of times if it's a service-based like situation where you're selling services and stuff, give us a try is really, really good. And you can use that dog clothes. Go ahead and give us a try. You ain't got to keep it. Okay. And you know what? People end up keeping stuff because they're getting used to keeping stuff. And don't forget, when you're asking for the order, you got to be selling first, and then you ask for the order. And you always have to make sure the customer gets what they need. Not always. Sometimes what they want. We got to help them get it. So do me a favor. Use the puppy dog clothes. Remember the story. If you can get somebody to use your product, and it's a good product, they gonna keep it. Dang, that's a real good deal. So go out there and sell something and use that puppy dog clothes. The puppy dog clothes. That's kind of funny sounding, isn't it? But when they used to let those people take those little puppies home with them, they don't never go back. You might have one on a big blue moon, like the little, dog that was just too much for somebody. But the majority of times, when you give somebody a chance to own something and they put it in their home, they gonna keep it. So go out there and sell something. Have a great day. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. We just had a great opportunity to talk about selling and using the puppy dog clothes. Did you want to go ahead and use that? Take it home with you? Enjoy it and have a great day. Go out there, sell something. Yeah, puppy dog.